Hello everybody and welcome back to the Classwarrior87 Sekiro playthrough. We are ready to take on Sunken Valley, so let's do this shit. Now, it's not that long an area really. It's pretty cool, but, you know. Okay, this is new. I've never came across these guys. Like, the only place I've ever seen these dudes before was actually in the ghost versions of the Night Army. It was back at the start of the hidden village. That place was like, and it was on my first playthrough when they showed up. I'd only done that after Sunken Valley though, so this is kind of odd that these guys just show up now all of a sudden. Keep using that mortal draw by accident. It's pretty useful to be fair, but you know. I think this place is just a dead end with a little bit of loot. Oh, nice. God seeds always welcome. Yellow gunpowder. Cool. Anything around this side? Nope. Okay, cool. Fucking really missed the edge there. There's not really a lot to say about this part, it's just a case of a bunch of Tomb Raider-y kinda climbing sequences, a few enemies. Nearly at the second Sculptor's Idol already. It's like literally just there. I could probably just grab it, to be honest. These guys can't even seem to do anything about it. Great. Perfect. Okay, so if you don't want to fight two riflemen and a fucking shotgunner, feel free to just do that. Gonna happen. Fucking tree. Ah, you know what? Fuck these guys. Holy shit. What the fuck, man? Like, this guy for real. Oh my fucking god. I don't know why I thought I could run to the side when there was a wall there. Oh shit. fucking shotgun dude is ridiculous, like. Possessed him. Fuck. For some reason these guys are just hard to deflect. I don't know what it is, like. I can just never seem to deflect this swing for some reason. Right, anyway, I'm going to rest before I progress. So the next mini boss is just down here, which is one of the Snake guys, who is a bit of a dick and don't seem to enjoy fighting, which is fair enough. However, I think it's pretty fun, personally. I may be saying something totally different in a moment, though, when I'm getting my ass kicked. So you'll be under fire the whole time while you're trying to get to here. It's pretty safe on this spot, though. Once you get up here, most of the platform's safe, so don't worry too much. Sad, I was about to absolutely fuck her up there without any hit. Okay, so that was actually pretty easy. I guess you just gotta be super aggressive and be ready for a counterattacks. Once you are, it's pretty straightforward to beat the Snake guys, actually. To be fair, I've had plenty of practice though, so perhaps it's just that. Right, so we've got to run across a bridge on this next bit whilst a bunch of guys are trying to shoot us. Now, there's a hole at one point in the bridge which isn't totally obvious. It's about 2/3 of the way across, maybe. Be ready to jump over it, or if you fall through it, be ready to grapple from below. Either way is a totally valid path, but just be aware of it. So I'm not exactly sure where all the enemies are here, so you gotta be pretty careful. Okay, well, there's a guy up there, so... That was ridiculously close. Did I miss something up here? I guess not. Okay, so... Um. Wow, I didn't even see that ledge there. Fucking hell. Honestly. I've never actually used that execution before. That was pretty cool. There's another idol just through that door beyond this wall here, but I'm going to clear the rest of this area up before progressing there. Right, the bits on the ground that are like piles of straw and rocks, like if you step on those they explode and it doesn't do any damage, but it alerts the enemies to your presence. So don't step on them. Do as I say, not as I do. I think that's pretty much everything for this little part here. Oh, man, there's a guy down there. Never mind. Okay, so you have kind of a choice of how you want to go in here. Alright, I see, I came up here the hard way. Right, that explains it. Why I was a little bit lost. There's two sort of routes you can take up to get here, so... And I never normally go that way, that's why I was a bit confused before. Well, there's two guys with shotguns up here, which is just not cool at all. I have zero intention of fighting two of these things at once. I have every intention of grabbing that loot though. Oh my god. These guys are fucking ridiculous, man. Yes, just go away, please. Yeah, I mean, there's no need to keep shooting me. I should really be careful because my guy can easily shoot me as well. Whatever, I'll leave them to it. Pellet, yellow gunpowder, heavy coin purse. Okay, cool. Well, the gun fort lives up to its name as a place to get lots of gunpowder and shit for your upgrades, so that's cool. Ah. Interesting. Never noticed that one before. Seems like if you stand really close to them, they can't shoot you, which is useful. Okay. Okay, so there's a few different areas just to, oh yeah, by the way, before I do go any further, I found out where the fucking Senpu, esoteric text was. It was apparently in that dark cave with the water, but, I missed something in there apparently, and I don't know how the hell I missed anything in there, but somehow I managed it. So I'm gonna quickly run back there and grab that, because I would actually like to get the... In fact, actually, did I ever check to see whether... One moment there. Nope, they don't stay permanently dead. Never mind. You'd think that the Mortal Blade would, like, permanently kill these enemies. So basically, yes, these enemies are considered weak things like lizards or whatever the other things. So you can just jump on them and kill them. Basically, it's kind of ridiculous, really, but I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, so I read that I missed a grapple point in here, which is a bit dumb of me. These guys look really fucked up. Got like horrible fucking metal pieces grafted in them. Imagine how unhygienic that is. Yeah, I totally didn't realise there was a grapple point up here. Yet I picked this up on my first playthrough somehow. It's an absolute mystery. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else around here really. Nope. Right, perfect. Well, I've got that, so I'm happy. I'm just gonna go straight back to where we were. Sorry for the detour, but it had to be done. Okay, right, so Snek Valley, Gun Fort. There's a few. You can sort of go straight through this area and progress ahead, but there's a bunch of loot all over this place, so I'm gonna get that first. I don't recall what exactly, but so we'll start with. I think you can go both ways in this tunnel, so we'll start with this way because it's kind of like going back a bit further. Although actually, no, I may be wrong. Yeah, I was totally wrong. Never mind. Let's see then. Well, that's obviously not the way forward. Okay, so I guess I have little choice but to go ahead. Now, this is the first centipede that you have to fight, and by centipede I mean one of these assholes. Have trouble like last time. I don't know what the fuck was going wrong with me last time, but I just couldn't seem to play the game for some reason. Also, this dude's called Giraffe. I mean, what the fuck? Why the fuck is he called Giraffe? Doesn't look like a giraffe. What on earth? Right, this is where you get Divine Abduction. Okay, so Divine Abduction's pretty cool, and it's funny that we just happened to go back to Senpu Temple there, because I actually need to go back again now that I've got the Divine Abduction. Also, I need to upgrade my shit, like, I forgot. 1002, yeah, I could probably get some upgrades at this point. Fun times await ahead with Giant Snek. So, I'm not progressing through this area just yet. I'm gonna grab the loot and get those things that I just mentioned. So as soon as you go across the bridge, the snake shows up, and well, everybody's seen the trailer, so it's like pretty goddamn obvious it's gonna happen. Alright, so instead of that, over here there's a hole in the floor. Just drop down here. Hell of a lot of yellow gunpowder. Not complaining. Okay, so down this way you'll find another area. Now this is above where we were before when I fell into the pit. This is hang on. Yes. Yes, this is exactly where I fell, basically. Trying to get up here, so that's all good. I'm not. Hang on, that makes no geographical sense. This must be somewhere else. No, it actually is the same place. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I did go down a massive staircase. Right, okay. So yeah, that was a bit silly. Kind of just looped back on myself. So gonna go down here again. Except this time, I'm gonna go over to the right instead. Oh, okay. So there's. I'm actually not sure how you get that. I can only assume it's something through here though. So let's find out. What the actual fuck have I done here? Okay, right, I thought I'd broken the fucking game there. That would have been interesting. Right, okay. Right, so that loot must be... Ah, right, here we go. Totally jumped at the wrong enemy there. God, the camera's really fucked up for some reason. bunch of lizards that just stay on the walls and just keep spitting poison down. It's really irritating. Just because. Okay, I thought I'd actually been poisoned for a second there. Oh, this place looks like fun. All that just for some divine confetti. Okay. So, first things first, gonna go get the new prosthetic fitted. Now, the divine abduction's really weird. It's super useful in certain circumstances. If you really want to max out all your upgrades and stuff, then absolutely you should definitely get it.
Nani?
流害の物資殿が
血のか。
はい。血の色が。しかし、これだけ。
できる。
流害にかそれがもっとあれ。
流害にかく。
お願いし。では。
お前。
So, divine abduction basically temporarily and for a short period puts a sort of gust of wind on you, and then if you follow that up with another one, it spins all the enemies around you like 180 degrees and kind of stuns them briefly. So you can basically just backstab them straight away. It's super useful. It's great when you're getting mobbed by a lot of enemies. It just throws them off completely, gives you a chance to either escape or kill some of them. Really can turn a battle around in an instant. It's fantastic, and the upgrades for it are fucking great as well. So we shall definitely be doing this. I'll definitely be using it. Let's see what upgrades we can get now. Okay, yes. What am I missing there for that? Scrap iron. Okay, so yes, I will have this double divine abduction. Not exactly sure what that does different than the basic one, but whatever, we'll have it anyway. Right, okay, so we got a new long spark, yeah, or firecracker upgrade, pretty awesome. And of course the divine abduction. Okay, so it basically just means you can spin enemies around again, which is great, I guess. So we've got the dragon rot blood sample, so we'll just hand that over to Emma. That'll allow us to cure the dragon rot shortly, so very useful. Yeah. Doesn't seem to want it for some reason.
物資
わかっ
お願いでは
I guess I need more than one example of it. Never mind. So, I'm not really sure who else is ill, but I can take a guess. I'll take a quick detour to Ashina outskirts. Okay, so maybe not these. So you actually commented on me using the firecrackers as birds. That's actually cool. Okay, cool. Right, well, I'm not sure. Well, I don't know why I didn't just... I didn't just check the fucking inventory. Let's see. Sculptor, info broke. Okay, so they're the only ones that have got any dragon rot at them in, so it's not actually... It hasn't spread that much. It's not too big a deal at this point. Right, never mind then. So I'm just gonna head to Senpu Temple now. The very first idol in the area, because I need to speak to Kotaro, who, if you recall, asked to be spirited away. I guess this is the closest thing to a happy ending that he's going to get. Oops. What the fuck am I doing?
やっぱり神隠しした先皆のも何せなあ
わかった。
おおよーしそれじゃあ
So yeah, he just disappeared. But that's fine. He got where he wanted to be, so in fact we'll even go see him. One thing I will just do is demonstrate the kind of... Oh yeah, this is the other thing about this, the Divine Abduction. Not only does it spin enemies around for a backstab, but if you use it against the monks, this is the best part. It's so cool. If you use it against the monks, it literally just makes them disappear instantly. It's great. Hey, where the fuck are you guys going? So this is phenomenal for when you want to farm wax and grave wax. Highly recommended. And if you just want to farm, it's also really useful when you're farming just like regular enemies as well, ones that don't disappear when you spin them. But yeah, the Divine Abduction, it's a strange prosthetic, but it's basically a farming tool. It's just there so you can kill as many enemies as possible in as little time as possible. And one of the upgrades for it allows it so that when you hit enemies with it, they drop loot. And then you can actually kill them afterwards and they drop more loot, which is fucking awesome for farming. It's amazing. That's the Golden Lotus. that you'll be able to unlock after, I think it's like tier 4 or something like that. Tier 5 maybe. I didn't see what that one, what that prelude was actually. Centipedes will seek out a leader, often changing names out of loyalty. Centipede chiefs know as long arms for their large talon like weapons. Okay, fair enough. Just to confirm that Kotaro is okay, just gonna pay a quick visit to the temple. The real temple, that is.
巫女の忍びよ、ようこそおいでくださいました。すみません、お米またさようなあなたの言う。
Okay, well, she has nothing new to say.
Hmm. いやいや、そんなことはないですよ。あの人は目つきは確かにいいとは言えねえです。だけどもとてもいいお人です。
おい。
ん？おお、あんたか。よく来てくれたな。ほら、みな、忍びさんも来てくれましたよ。ああ、巫女様たち、ちゃんと挨拶しなきゃ。ん？ああ、そうか。忍びさんには見えないか。
落ちの巫女たちか。
そうさ。見えないけれども、いるんだよ。みな、かわいい子たちじゃ。さて、あんたには礼を言わなきゃなんねえな。こいつを受け取ってくんろ。本当に本当にありがとう。
どうし
巫女様たちもみな
どう
So yeah, Kotaro is a strange
そ
dude.
なたなぜ戻られた。私も小太郎さんもただ無心にここにありたいのです。どうか静かにお帰りくださいませ。そなたなぜ私
What the fuck is up with this dude's face? I don't get a see it from this close up. Fantastic. Never mind.
その
Well, don't give me thinly veiled threats when I can't even fight you. Okay, let's go then. So back to what we were doing. Sunken Valley. So now we have the temple art, which is cool. I'm going to pick up some of the Ashina skills first though, because they're just latent skills that are really useful in combat, especially when you're going for the deflections and all that kind of thing. So, right, sorry for the length of time it's taken for me to progress here, but we're about to head on to the sort of last leg of Sunken Valley now. Damn it. Missed a treasure carp there. Best to come back when the snake isn't here, to be fair. Damn it. Oh well, I guess all was not in vain. Oh, so, welcome to Sunken Valley. Place is a real shithole. It's essentially the blight town of this game, so get ready to have some fun. Okay. In this area there's just shitloads of monkeys. They'll jump around and be a complete and utter pain in the ass if you're just trying to run around and get loot. It's worth getting the loot because there's another prosthetic somewhere around here. I don't know exactly where, but I will find it. Which allows you to mind control beasts, which is great. And it just causes them to fight each other, which is fucking awesome. Yeah, that one's got a gun, so have fun with that. Guess monkeys aren't that good with guns. Like the idea of a monkey firing a matchlock is fucking hilarious. I don't know how I didn't get the backstab on that guy there. Oh, there's an idea. Where did the third one come from? I'm so confused right now. This is another good thing about the Divine Abduction as well, which makes it even more worthwhile, is that you can buff your weapon with it using that latent skill that you get from the prosthetic skill tree at the very end. So you know, you basically get some kind of like, I don't know, wind buff. So you can't keep using the ceremonial tant over and over again. You've got to use up your 5 provisional spirit emblems before you can use it again. You also need more than half of your health to be able to use it. I feel like this is not the best way down. I plan on going back up before I go down the bottom, though. I really don't want to. I don't really particularly want to go down there. I actually want to go fight the Guardian Ape up above first. Although I could go deal with the snake first. Well, basically the snake's down there by that memorial mob you can see down at the bottom. I'm going to deal with the Guardian Ape first, to be honest. I'm going to go back up and deal with him, if possible. Bring... Okay, here we go. So there's an absolute shitload of monkeys over there. Not a good idea to fight them all. Definitely missing the prosthetic though. Tell you what. I'm gonna do this in kind of a stupid and weird way. Maybe not actually. So you'll see the old lady is here again.
蛇垣はの2つある。1つは1つ8じゃ。干し柿はあっちじゃ。毒沼を越えて巣穴にも干し柿盗んでくれようぞ。
干し柿。
はい、しからばお米困りごとあるならばお米をおこ落ち。
I do have rice, but you're not getting it. She just gives you hints on like how to achieve your goals, but I have little use for the rantings and ravings of an old woman who points me to jump off cliffs Honestly, I do wonder if like she's some kind of Souls reference, like to the people who leave messages on the edge of cliffs saying like treasure ahead. Like she seems like she's almost like a living embodiment of that. So you can go down there to get ahead. Or just jump straight off the cliff like she tells you to, because actually she's really good at telling you to just jump off cliffs that are fairly safe. So that's the thing. What I'm going to do for this fight is equip the flame vent. Firecracker, shuriken, flame vent. That should be a good combo for this dude. So his phase 2 is actually really easy. Phase 1's the bigger problem for me, but hopefully it won't be too bad. I just haven't done it for a while, that's all, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Stunned if you set them on fire, very useful. Jesus Christ. With this guy being a big motherfucker, you can pretty much safely dodge around most of the time. You don't have to rely too much on deflect. Although I do recommend you do deflect when he's doing his stupid combos. Okay, that was just... Usually if he's sitting with his back to you, it's not safe to attack. Sometimes you'll get lucky, but like, I just don't recommend it. Usually starts spazzing out. Or farts on you when he gets up. Great. Not too bad. They really know how to mess with your head in this game though. Pun not intended again. But yeah, this guy isn't dead. Obviously, I mean come on. 1 health bar. So now he fights you with no head and a fucking sword. Right, as soon as he puts his head on, run away. That's it, easy. If you get caught in that, it builds massive terror really quickly and it will fuck you up. And this phase, lots of deflections as well. One jumps over his powerless attacks. Just avoid that, basically. That's like the key to winning this one. And that's his like most vulnerable point. If you're not feeling confident with it, just keep doing the deflections, wait for his weak points. When you see that and do that, that's the time to go for it. Also that is like, if he dives towards you, just run to your right, his left. You're wondering why I'm so much better in phase 2 than I was in phase 1. It's because dealt with Headless Ape, which is a separate boss fight where you fight just this. Then you fight this dude with another ape, which is just a nightmare. Actually, by far the hardest fight in the game in my view. But like, none of the other bosses give you that kind of trouble. Not Demon of Hatred, not Sword Saint, nothing. I'm not really sure what his big deal is here. He's like, there's a Okay. So yeah, that's that was fun. First time, quite happy with that. No deaths. Not even a soft death. Alright, so that's where you get the slender finger. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, this is the thing that you want to mess with beasts. It comes in really useful later on, or actually quite soon when we return to Ashina Castle. It's going to come in really useful there. Make sure you swim it down into this pool here and get some bait. Come in later. Well, I think that'll come in useful later. I'm not actually sure what the normal bait does. There's a different type of bait which is more useful. But yeah. Anyway. So unfortunately the rest of the Sunken Valley is now going to be a total anticlimax. Kind of sad, but although actually it's going to be a little more fun now that we've got the slender finger. So with that we'll be able to get the finger whistle, which is awesome. So white lotus flower found it blooming in the depths of the Sunken Valley where the fountainhead waters pool deeply. Flower's aroma attracts female apes, thus the guardian ape carefully tended to it so as to offer it to his bride. One of the incense ingredients sought by the divine heir for immortal severance. Great, so we've got one of the ingredients, or well, in fact, actually, I think we've got both of the ingredients. That's the final one. We don't actually need to deal with the snake, but we are going to because that snake's a fucking bitch. It's gonna send me straight back to that bonfire there. Don't know why I need a loading screen for that. I could just move me over there. Whatever. Well, I'm going to go straight back to the dilapidated temple and install the whistle. Hang on a second, what?
Gokuyo.
Okay. Okay, it's teleported me here because I've got the incense ingredients now, so once you've got them all and you try to teleport, it'll just send you to Ashina Castle. I'm not planning on hanging around here, to be honest, because I want to finish off Sunken Valley. They say that an infested body is the mark of the Undyings, but such a long life would surely be quite lonesome for even an ape. Okay. Right, so that's good. Ideally, you really want to not so much Ichimonji. I feel like Ichimonji is a bit of a cheap move, but it's good. It does a lot of posture damage to enemies, and it's really useful against some bosses. If you're having a hard time, it can come in useful. But these are the ones that are really useful. Not so much that one, but this one, and I'm not actually sure what that what the last part is, to be honest. Sure, we'll soon find out. So back to Sunken Valley. Or rather, dilapidated temples where I meant to go. Sorry. Best head there now. Yep.
よどみやがってなんあいにくじゃがあとは
So the finger whistle's cool, and it's really useful again in certain situations. There's quite a few enemies in the next area that you can use to just really mess with them. Let's see. So there's a few upgrades possible here. To be honest, I'm going to just go for them. Should have plenty of money. Okay, so don't have enough scrap iron for those ones. That's fine. Improved Sabimaru. I used the Sabimaru so much in my first playthrough, and I just never really used it again after that. So by upgrading this one, not only can you whistle to freak beasts out, but if you hold it for a while, it also delays the whistle. And by the way, you can use the whistle to attract enemy attention, kind of like Solid Snake knocking on a wall. But it delays it, so you can like whistle somewhere, run somewhere else, and then watch the enemy go to the place you were. Throw on your voice essentially is really useful. It's a good one to have. You'll get a lot of stealth kills using that if you're smart with it. To be honest, the loaded umbrella is not something I've ever really used. It seems like something for like noobs, to be honest, that are struggling. Although this one here, the Phoenix's Lilac umbrella, could be really useful against the various apparitions that you fight in this. Ah yes, I wanted the flame vent as well. Okay, so I think I'll use a bulging coin purse for that. Shit, wrong one. Right, so definitely want this. So this is from the pine resin ember that we picked up in Mibu Village. Allows you to get this one basically. It's quite good, and you can just use it to essentially blast out like a flamethrower just constantly. It's really fucking cool. So of course we'll have Okinaga's flame vent. You bet we will. Okay, cool. So Okinaga's flame vent, yeah. Costs more. Oh no, it doesn't cost the same. Thought it would cost more spirit emeralds, but it doesn't. That's great. Mountain Echo, we'll have that as well. Okay, right, back to Sunken Valley then. Don't know why I'm still in this mindset of worrying about losing my money. It's such an unlikely thing to happen now. But on my first playthrough it seemed to matter a lot more. Wrong place. I'm not entirely with it tonight. I'm a bit tired. It's been a long week, to be honest. Okay, cool. Right, let's see. So we're gonna just take the old woman's advice and, you know, just jump on down there. And this is me saying how I'm unlikely to lose my money whilst falling at my fucking death. Right, so again, it's going to be a case of contact medicine because I don't want to waste loads of healing while I'm down here. surface of this water is like disturbingly reflective, considering that it's a bunch of sludge. The white monkeys with the dual swords are actually way more dangerous than a typical monkey, so you will have to properly fight them. They've got a bunch of, you know, serious moveset. You could potentially get your ass kicked if you're not careful, so be careful with them. However, they are entirely susceptible to being manipulated by the finger whistle, so, you know, they are not that strong. There's two of them, and oh, there's two of them down here, and that was one of them.
こんな
死者流れさああ古いお社がそれに
Question is, like, what's this dude doing hanging around where the snake lives? Yeah, this guy sells a green mossy gourd, which allows you to heal any poison buildup. Really useful. Doesn't cure poison though, so it's not a, you know, it's not a permanent antidote. Worth having these things. I mean, I'm not picking up that or the terror one on this playthrough because it's just not that necessary. I may pick up the terror one later to fight the headless, but yeah, probably not anytime soon. Right, okay, so I'm gonna go take out the last white monkey, which sounds super racist, but here we go. Alright, this is the way up to where I was before. Right, okay, cool. Well, that's fine. Well, that's some fucking bullshit right there. But you know what? I'm gonna try that again. Oh, yes! I just had a feeling I could do it that time. So I'm not sure if there's a way to sneak up on the white monkey here. If there is, I've never managed it. I think what I'm going to do is jump down to the left, swing over to the right. Hopefully be out of view. No. Right, these guys can kind of have a bunch of fun killing each other. I'll just give myself a quick contact. Probably make it useful for upgrades. That looks painful. Okay, so the pellet is like way overpowered than the way too overpowered for the poison, so you can actually use that a fair bit into it. Oh, shit, here we go. can see the monkey isn't screwing around. He's surprisingly tough actually for a stupid fucking monkey. Okay, so time for Snek.
Go.
Okay. Right, so this place sucks. There's a fair bit of loot to pick up. There are a bunch of assholes who smash out the walls and try and kill you like in the crypt in Dark Souls 2. Total recycled enemy there. You can kill them if you can be bothered to, but they're kind of annoying. They just keep going in and out of the wall, and it's just not a fun fight really. It's really quite dull. You know what, I've never tried deflecting those fucking things. Dickhead. Come on then. Fucking hell. There's literally no explanation of what these fucking enemies are supposed to be. I just assume they're wall ghosts exactly like they are in Dark Souls 2. Right, I don't recommend disturbing the snake because if you do, it just starts writhing and stuff and causes poison to spew out of all these like holes in the ground, which is not what we need at all. It is really unhelpful. So, yeah, don't disturb the snake. Although we're going to have to disturb the snake a little bit, but only in a controlled fashion. Now, there's two ways around this. One way is absolutely not to run across this bit here. I'm not sure if you can make it across here using the Mist Raven. Now, you can use the Mist Raven definitely from jumping across over here. There's two ways across. So you can either hook up to there, face to the shrine and run for it, and then just as the snake is about to attack you, use your Mist Raven and teleport through it. That works. It might be possible to do it from the other side of the bridge, but I don't know. I've never tried it. I don't plan on trying it here either. I'm just going to do this the classic way. Now if you give some rice to the old woman, she will tell you to do this, but in a more cryptic fashion. She'll talk about training a monkey, and well, this is what she was talking about. So yeah. A dried, persimmon-like heart of a great serpent. The great serpent is a god of the land, and the heart is believed to be where one's spirit resides. While it looks much like a persimmon, in fact, this is the red viscera of a god. Apparently denizens of the sunken valley worship the organs, believing they represent the deity itself. Okay, cool. I mean, denizens of the sunken valley, is that what? Monkeys? Right, so... Oh, hang on. I never noticed that before. Oh, okay. Right, Really nothing else here? Oh. Cool. Oh, holy shit! This is how you get here. Right, okay. Wow, so many times through my first 2 playthroughs I've wondered how the fuck you get over here whilst I've been over there. Okay, nice. Right, so so it appears the guardian ape is not actually dead and has been through here. So he's thinned out the give you a quick tour. He's thinned out the whole place a little bit. So there's no longer any of these irritating riflemen, there's just a few big dudes. That camp and the thing built over there before, that was there before, has been destroyed. That camp's been ruined as well. Now this is an excellent farming route if you're after fulminated mercury. From the idol, just jump up here, backstab that guy, then run over here, straight over to here, backstab this guy, and of course just nice and easy, just straight over the middle, backstab this guy. Excellent farming route if that's what you're looking for. Very good stuff. And then just a quick blast back over here to get back to the idol. Nice and easy. Now if you just do that over and over again when you're struggling for fulminated mercury, you'll get some, probably about 1 every 3 or 4 runs, but you get loads of other stuff as well whilst doing it, and they drop a fair bit of sen and, you know, get your skill points, etc. It's good. Now, I'm not sure if I'm actually up for this next bit, but in fact I know what I'm going to do before this. I'm going to go back to Sunken Valley Cavern at Senbu Temple. Now, you may remember this place that we used the possession on the little guy to get him to fly the kite. The result of which was that we ended up over here.
Yo, おめえか。いや、ああ、おかげさんでな。この墓は。こいつは俺の。そうか。ガキがいなくなった後、何やら急にオチの試しだ、人さらいだ、黒笠の責務だ。この寺は。だから。ああ。さてと、他に当てもねえし、どこだろうが。さてと、ぼちぼち。ああ、分かってるかも。アシナは今、やってくるネズミの、おめえも。
さて、あ、
Cool. Right. Well, normally you speak if you speak to Black Hat throughout, he'll help tell and explain a bit and hint at how to do the kite thing as well. So it's not all on the old. It's all down to the old woman to tell you. So as I said before, this place. The persimmon-like heart of a great serpent. The great serpent is considered to be a god of the land, and the heart is believed to be where one's spirit resides, whilst its shape bears similarity to a persimmon. It is in fact the red viscera of a god. It's safe to assume that eating it would be poisonous to one's health. Okay, so the snake is now dead. Nothing particularly impressive over here in terms of loot. Take a Jesus statue, it's pretty good. There aren't a lot of them in the game. Although I can confirm that in New Game Plus all the unique loot that you wouldn't pick up a second time around has all been replaced by things like Jesus statues, which is super useful considering that New Game Plus is fucking difficult. Might as well take this opportunity to try and hunt some treasure carp. Ah yeah, here we go. Okay, awesome. So that's something I failed to do before and is now completed. Great, so there's only really two things left to do in Sunken Valley now. And although it's technically not Sunken Valley, it would actually be Ash in the Depths. And I'll be honest, I'm not. In fact, I'm just going to separate. I'll do that whole thing separately so we can talk about the malcontent's finger. Yeah, I'm not doing it right now. I'm just not. So the next video will be, I think, Ashina Castle. Return. There's a new boss there. We've got to go and fight. And actually there's a few new mini bosses as well, so we'll also be taking those guys out. I'm looking forward to it. I might even deal with the boss fight in Ashina Depths as well, actually. Or the two boss fights, actually. So there's the Headless Ape and his mate. And afterwards, another Shishimen warrior. Which just, yeah, whatever, not a big deal really, fairly easy. But he drops it, that's where you get the malcontent ring, which you need for the malcontent finger. The malcontent finger is fucking excellent, it really is. Highly recommend it. But anyway, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll catch you next time.